the bird we are handling is an oiled bird. We're going to get dressed in what we call our personal protective equipment, so that we don't get oiled and that we're protecting ourselves first. And what you'll see is a large white suit, and this white suit is made out of Tyvek, and that's going to protect us from getting oiled or oil on our skin. We're also going to be wearing blue gloves, which are nitrile gloves, and again, these help to protect our skin from the oil. We're going to be wearing safety glasses because these birds have very long, sharp, pointy beaks, and we want to make sure that we're protecting our face as well. So what you guys just saw was a tube feeding of the bird, of the northern gannet that we have in house that is oiled. What happens when a bird first comes in is the bird needs to be medically stabilized before it can actually go through the wash procedure. Each bird goes through a series of tubs, and how many tubs it goes through and percent of soap we use to actually remove the product all depends on the product we're dealing with. So it could be 1 or 2 tubs, or it could be all of these tubs that you see behind me. We're standing over tubs that are about 104 degrees Fahrenheit. This is about the bird's body temperature, and we keep it that warm to keep the bird comfortable, as well as to help get the oil off the bird. If you think about washing a greasy pan in cold water, it doesn't work very well. We're the same way here when we're dealing with oil on a bird. We're wearing an apron just like this to cover our bodies from splash. We wear tall boots to help us protect our feet from getting wet, as well as to help prevent slips, trips, and falls. And then we also wear long gauntlet gloves. Under these we wear the blue nitrile gloves that you saw before. And then these gloves, when they go on, they go all the way up to our shoulders. So as you see, we have a series of these galvanized tubs here to help us wash the birds. And like I said, we fill them up fairly high. They've got about 15 gallons of water in them. And we place Dawn in there, how much Dawn depends on the product we're seeing. And then we move the bird from tub to tub to tub. We make sure that all of the water is contained, because we do not want to be repolluting the environment. So once the bird has been in this tub one time and one time only, this water can be contaminated with product. So from this tub, we use a sump pump, and we pump it to that big white container over there, so it's fully contained at all times. And then from that container, it gets pumped into a much larger container outside. From the wash line, the bird goes to the rinse station, which is right over here, the one with the hoses on top. And what we use a nozzle from a shower, and it has to be very specific pressure and temperature. Again, we're using 104 degree water in order to rinse the bird, to help keep the bird warm. And the pressure is fairly high. We need that high pressure because it's clean water, and we're actually washing the soap off the bird at this point. So we're removing any of the soap from the feathers. Any soap that remains on the feathers can actually cause the bird to continue to be non-waterproof. So our goal by the end of this is to have a non-oiled, non-soapy bird that can then continue through with the rehabilitation